Beautiful Virgo peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your January 2022 tarot reading. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate to you, that's awesome. And if not, it's not your message. And if you want to check out my official social medias, you're more than welcome to. That is going to be linked down in the description below. But Virgo, let's get on into it, starting out with the current energies over here. I also wanted to say Happy New Year, guys. Hopefully we're looking towards a fantastic year. And let's see what we got going on. What current energies are jumping in here for Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout January 2022. What current energies do we got coming in here for Team Virgo? We got here a Nine of Swords that wanted to pop out. We also got here the Chariot card, and we got here the Three of Cups. So, you're definitely going to a better place, because if you're shooting from a Nine of Swords to a Chariot and then to a Three of Cups, that's moving out of a, that's a drastic change. That's moving from Nine of Swords, anxious, unhappy, got a lot going on, a lot of stressors, and then Chariot, I'm getting out of all that shit and moving to my happy place. So, as far as I'm seeing so far, with your current energies jumping into January 2022, immediately it's giving me the vibes of, I'm going to my happy place. So I like that for you, Virgo. You're going to your happy place over here. You're definitely removing a lot of stress, okay? Let's clarify that Nine of Swords. What was like the biggest stressor here for Virgo that they were dealing with? And what do we have? We have here the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely changes, I feel like as a Virgo, it's very difficult sometimes when things change around you, because kind of like the Virgo OCD, it's like you get so used to like things being a certain way or things being a specific way, and then when they're not the way that you're used to having them or the way that you like, it's like, oh my god, this is weird, I don't like this, because me myself personally, I have Virgo in my chart, and I can remember being a kid that there would be times where like my mother would randomly come into my room and just decide to like kind of redesign it. Like maybe the dresser was in one area and then she would move the dresser into another area, and I'd be like, why did you do that? I would get very irritated. I wouldn't say anything, but I'd be like, why the hell did you do that? It is so uncomfortable. It should have just stood where it was, because I was used to it being there and I liked it in there. You know what I'm saying? So Virgos, I definitely feel like coming into the month of January for your new year, what really stressed you out a lot was change. Now, when we're talking about change, most likely this is referencing the past. You've probably gone through a lot of changes in 2021, and it was very difficult for you to kind of watch things happen that were beyond your control. Because I feel like the change that we're talking about specifically is things that are out of your reach, out of your control. So it was really hard to kind of sit back and watch a lot of things out of your control unfold when you wished you could have controlled them, right? So coming into January now, I feel like the Chariot here is you letting go of control. The Chariot is saying, you know what, I'm only in control of what it is I'm in control of, and I'm going to go ahead and seize that opportunity to change things in my life to the way that I want them to be. For example, what is something you are in control of? Well, you're in control of your actions, right? So that means you're in control of your approach to how you view life, how you want to live your life, the types of people you want surrounding you, the type of job that you want, the type of status you want for yourself. You're in control of those types of things. Anything that really, resonates with your own personal life is like, and resonates with your own personal choice, is what it is you're in control of. So I think you're saying, all right, I'm going to seize this opportunity and make everything in my life as joyful as possible. That's already within my control. Okay, let's go ahead and see what you're dealing with here, Virgo, coming into January 2022. What is Virgo going to be dealing with in January 2022? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout January 2022. Let's see what you're dealing with, okay? We got here the Tower. We also got here the Eight of Cups. We got here the Five of Cups. We got here the Knight of Wands, and we got here the Five of Wands. So, seeing these cards, I know it could be a little bit nerve-wracking, right? Anytime we see a Tower, an Eight of Cups, a Five of Cups, a Five of Wands, it's like, oh my god, what the hell is happening, right? But in regards to what you're dealing with in the month of January, Virgo, I definitely feel like you're dealing with rejection as God's protection right off the bat. The Tower card here is talking about something that needs to unfold. And once again, this is a situation that does pertain and happen to be out of your control. So there's a situation coming up in January that's going to be out of your control, and it's a situation where you may suffer some sort of loss. This could be a disconnect between you and a lover. This could be a disconnect between you and a friend. This could be maybe the loss of something valuable or important in your life. And, you know, when that loss comes, I'm not going to bullshit you, Virgo, you are going to be upset about it. You know, Five of Cups, you're not going to be happy that something here was lost. But I want you guys to remember this saying and really, really let this sit with you, and I hope that it resonates with you dearly. But every time something is lost, there is always more to gain. Anytime you guys are in some sort of situation where you've lost something, or you're in some sort of situation where something is just no longer working out or is ending, I want you to kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Every single time something is lost, there is always more to gain. And by having that in the back of your mind, not only is it a very comforting thought, but it's also a great reminder to something that is so fucking true. Because many moments in my life, I've lost so many things, and I've always had more to gain after that. And that's something that I've learned a lot throughout my life experiences, and granted I'm a very young man, I've learned a lot. And every time that I have lost something, I've always seen that I've gained more in the end. So just kind of look at it in that, you know, perspective, right? Rejection's God's protection. If something is lost, you will gain something better because you're meant for a better path. So I'm not sure what it is here exactly, because it is a general read. You know, there could be a breakup happening for a few of you. Maybe you and a friend are going separate ways. Maybe something in your personal life is just ending and not working for you anymore. But whatever it is, you lose. Granted, it's not going to make you feel super good at first. You're going to have more to gain coming into this new year. So we also have here, for what you're dealing with, we have the Knight of Wands and then the Five of Wands. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle to be able to accept or let go whatever it is you have lost this month, Virgo. So if a breakup has happened, it's going to be very difficult to accept that breakup, you know? If a disconnect between you and a friend happened, it's going to be very hard to accept that disconnect. Like, I definitely see you guys struggling to accept whatever it is that you lost, but once you do accept it, you're not going to be struggling anymore. Once you do accept it and you trust the universe a little bit, you're going to start to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to start to see blessings manifesting and occurring into your life. So guys, the best advice that I could give you is come into acceptance of all things in the month of January. Whatever you believe is not going your way, I promise you in the background it is. You know, every time something crazy or something bad happens in our lives is usually when the universe is getting ready to deliver us one of our biggest blessings. So that's another thing that I've noticed as well. So I know not everybody's going to resonate with my perspective. I know not everybody's going to resonate with my certain types of beliefs, but this is stuff I've encountered in my life, and it's been proven to me, you know, hundreds of times, and that's why I'm very comfortable saying stuff to you like this. Anytime there's any sort of crazy ending, major loss, or something that you're suffering from, there's always going to be more to gain for the outcome. So even though you may not think you're being redirected to an amazing path right now, you are. And, you know, all the more to prove that kind of showed up in your current energies. Remember, the first card we pulled out for your current energies was the Nine of Swords. It was the energy of being stressed. It was the energy of like a tower-like kind of moment, and then inevitably the tower came out, and then you moved from a Nine of Swords all the way to the Chariot and the Three of Cups. So Virgos, you know, coming into January, you know, it may seem pretty hectic at first. It may seem like everything is changing or that you're losing these things that you care about, but you're being guided to the better path. You're being guided to a path that's going to be filled with joy and ultimate fulfillment. So, at the end of the day, guys, no matter what changes keep occurring, I know that it's really difficult sometimes to accept change. I know that change is really irritating sometimes, but it's going to provide you the best growth. You're being pushed to a good path, I promise you guys, okay? Now, I don't know necessarily what specific path that is for you, but I feel like this whole reading is kind of like, hey, just invoke a little bit more trust right now into the universe, okay? Invoke a little more trust right now into your guides, and trust that God is delivering you where you need to go, you know? Because you are getting ready to go to a better path. All right, let's go ahead and see where things are going for you, Virgo. Where are things going to be going for Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout January 2022. Where are things going to be going here for Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout January 2022. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. We got here the Six of Pentacles, absolutely. So you're getting exactly what it is you deserve. For example, guys, let's say you were previously in a relationship and a breakup did happen this month. Well, did the person you were dealing with truthfully deserve you? Is it possible that maybe the partner you were with undervalued a little more than they should have valued you? Is it possible that who you were dealing with wasn't all that fulfilling, right? When you start to lose things, you start to notice over time, did they really deserve me, or did it really deserve me? Did I really want that thing that I lost in the first place? And when you kind of start to connect the dots, you kind of start to unfold and realize, maybe it wasn't all that perfect that I thought it was in that moment. So coming into mid-December, I do see a realization of sorts too, pertaining to what you lost in the first place wasn't really all that perfect for me anyways. It's kind of like you realizing, it actually wasn't really that great, or it actually really wasn't all that amazing. In the moment you feel that way, in the moment you think that, but as time goes on, you're kind of like, it really wasn't all that great, So Six of Pentacles over here, where things are going is you're getting absolutely what it is you deserve. So Virgos, if the breakup did take place, you're about to manifest a way better partner. You're going to meet a way better partner who actually supports and meets your needs, okay? Moving forward from that, we also got here the Seven of Swords, we got here the Four of Pentacles, we got here the Queen of Wands, and we got here the Fool card. So, based upon where things are going, Seven of Swords here, Four of Pentacles. Be very, very mindful, Virgo, not to continue to hold on. Remember, as I was letting you guys know in the beginning, it is going to be very difficult to accept and let go the things that you've lost. Be as accepting as possible of everything that happens to you guys this month. The lack of acceptance that you have, the more stuck you're going to be. So guys, whatever it is that you are losing, I'm not saying you're not allowed to be upset about it. I'm not saying you're not allowed to be frustrated about it. You are allowed to feel however you feel. But if you do not accept the actual truth that's currently manifesting and unfolding in your reality, it's going to continue to keep you stuck. So guys, make sure you stay in that acceptance energy as much as possible. Otherwise, you're keeping yourself stuck. But either way though, depending on where things are going, I do see a good majority of you guys being able to step back into your power and say, you know what? Everything's going to be okay. I'm going to let go of the unfortunate things that happened, and I'm going to keep on moving forward. I don't see this month breaking you, and I think that's really good news to tell you. Because Virgos, right off the bat, guys, you're strong as shit. You are a lot more strong than you give yourself credit for, okay? So I think it's really important to mention that this is not going to be a month that is so unbearable that it's going to break you and it's going to be terrible. I am not going to be that huge bearer of bad news here. Trust me, it's still going to be a good month. It's a month of really discovering what actually is supposed to align with you. It's a month of, yeah, sure, I might take a loss or two, but that's for a better cause. It's for a bigger plan. It's for a better path that I'm going to be aligning to nonetheless. Like, I'm really getting what I deserve here. And either way, once you do lose whatever it is that is, falling out of your life and falling out of your vibrational resonance, you're going to come to realize sooner or later, it wasn't really all that perfect. It wasn't really all that amazing. So it's actually okay. So that's why I'm trying to tell you guys, step into the energy of acceptance as much as possible, because the more that you do that, the more easier it's going to be to get you to your next path, and the more lack of acceptance you have, the more stuck you're going to be, and therefore it's going to be a delayed alignment to your new path, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here so far for you, Virgos, and like I said, I know that some of you guys may look at this as like a horrible reading, but trust me, guys, things are going to unfold for you in ways you did not expect. Meaning that the next path that you're stepping foot on is going to be a really beautiful one. Okay? Alright, Virgo, let's go ahead and move forward into this read. I'm going to take a look here and see if there are any dire or important messages coming in from your spirit guides. Keep in mind for this portion of the reading, it can resonate to anything we just talked about, or it can be a completely separate message that your guides want you to hear for January 2022. But let's have a look at it, okay? Are there any dire or important messages coming in from Virgo spirit guides throughout January 2022? And what card do we have over here? We have here the Five of Swords. We also got here the Seven of Cups. We got here the Two of Swords. And then we got here the Justice card. So, I feel like what your spirit guides are trying to convey to you is that you can fight the process. Five of Swords here to the Seven of Cups. You can fight the changes that are occurring in your life. You can fight them all that you want. But, at the end of the day, there is this universal law that your vibration is going to attract what comes around you. So if your vibration is lower, right, you're going to attract lower vibrational things into your life. If your vibration is on a higher frequency, you're going to attract higher vibrational energies into your life. I feel like essentially what your guides are trying to tell you is that your energy is always going to change and what you attract is always going to change, but what it is you attract will always be equal to you. So Virgos, if you highly value yourself, you may lose people in your life that don't value you as much as you value yourself. And then you will attract people who value you at the same exact level. The most important thing is that your vibration is always going to be the same to what is in your life. So, if you are connecting with individuals that are undervaluing you and you value the shit out of yourself, those people are most likely going to be removed from your life. so that you align to people who value you the same way you value you. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying, Virgo? Because your vibration needs a match. All right, and that's what your guides are trying to remind you of. So with the Two of Swords here to the Justice card, it's like, listen, you can choose whatever type of energy you want for yourself, whatever vibration you want to put out into the world, but at the end of the day, the Justice card, it will always be balanced, meaning you'll always get back to what you put out. All right, so I definitely feel like that is a big message your spirit guides are trying to remind you about. And you can actually use that knowledge to your advantage too, because if you realize that you're in a low vibrational place and you've been attracting low vibrational types of people, the simple solution and fix of that would be to be more high vibrational, to love yourself more, to take care of yourself more, to value yourself more, to respect yourself more, and then you will see the people that don't flock out of your life. As new people align into your life, that will feel and do how you feel and do to yourself. Meaning, like, if you love yourself, they'll love you the way you love yourself, okay? So there will always be vibrational matches occurring in your life. Things that are out of vibrational resonance with you, they will inevitably disappear. And that's what the main kind of focal point of this reading was talking about. It was saying that, yeah, things are falling out of alignment with you in January 2022 because they're not in vibrational resonance with you anymore. I mean, I feel like most of you Virgos are going to a higher vibration, and because your vibration's raising, you're actually getting what it is you deserve. You're getting people that are matching that high vibe, rather than the people that were lower vibing. Those individuals are getting removed from your life. So, situations here are changing for sure, and it might be a little nerve-wracking, it might be a little scary, but I promise you the path that you end up on is going to be a really good path that you're going to be happy with, okay? Alright, Virgos, let's jump to the outcome over here for your January. What's going to be the overall outcome for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for January 2022? What is going to be the overall outcome here for Virgo? And what do we got? We got here the 9 of Wands, and then we got here the 10 of Cups. Beautiful, guys. I love it. You know, you're going from a place where you weren't all that fulfilled, 9 of Wands, where you felt like a wounded warrior, where you felt like you were scarred, you had a lot of issues, to going to a very emotionally fulfilling place, to going to the right path that genuinely fucking serves you. Virgo, this is a beautiful reading. I really hope you guys see the beauty within this one. Because as the things that don't resonate with your high vibrational energy anymore, as those things phase out of your life, you're getting the same thing that matches your high vibe, aka you're going to a good path, you're manifesting good people, you're manifesting great opportunities, you're bringing in good energy into your life as you are bringing in good energy into yourself, okay? So really, really awesome reading, guys. I love it a lot for you. Like I said, I know that there's a lot to worry about, or there's a lot that you feel like you're going to worry about, but guys, don't worry too much. Just once again to remind you, you know, anytime you feel that something is not going your way, remind yourself anytime something's lost, there's always more to gain, right? Keep that in the back of your head. Also, remind yourselves as well that throughout this month, acceptance is going to be key. You know, if there's something you're struggling to accept, that's going to keep you stuck a lot longer. But if you come into the energy of acceptance, it's going to help you move forward quicker. Now, I'm not telling anybody you can't be upset about what you lose this month, or you can't be unhappy, you should just smile. I'm not that type of person. You feel however the fuck you feel. I'm not invalidating your feelings in the slightest. But what I am saying is be in an energy of acceptance. You can be in an energy of acceptance, but still be disappointed with the outcome, or disappointed with the situation, you know? But either way though, Virgos, that disappointment won't last long, because I'm telling you, you're aligning to where you need to go, and it's going to get a whole lot better for you, okay? Alright, Virgo, I love you all so much. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy January 2022, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Much love to my Virgos, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.